Dealing with difficult clients is something every entrepreneur faces, but did you know that 68% of customers leave a business because they feel neglected? That's a huge number, and it's something many businesses overlook. Imagine losing almost 7 out of every 10 clients you work with, simply because you didn't handle them the right way. Scary, right? But here's the good news: you don't have to let that happen. In this guide, we're diving into powerful strategies that will help you turn tough clients into loyal ones. From mastering empathy to knowing when it's time to let go, these tips will help you handle the hard conversations like a pro. In the next chapters, you'll learn how to stay calm under pressure, communicate in a way that keeps your clients happy, and protect your business while building stronger relationships. Stick with me. By the end of this, you'll be armed with the tools to tackle even your most difficult clients without breaking a sweat. Chapter 1. The Power of Empathy. Turning tension into trust. Dealing with difficult clients can feel like walking through a storm, but empathy is your umbrella. Empathy isn't just about being nice, it's about understanding the other person's perspective. A study by the Harvard Business Review found that people who feel understood are more likely to cooperate. When a client feels that you truly understand their problem, they are less likely to react defensively. It's about saying, "I get where you're coming from," even if you don't agree with their viewpoint. Start by putting yourself in their shoes. What pressures might they be facing? Maybe their business is on the line or they're under intense deadlines. By acknowledging their feelings, you show them that their concerns matter. This can transform a potentially tense interaction into a more productive one. For instance, in one study, clients rated businesses with empathetic customer service 50% higher in satisfaction. In stressful situations, take a moment to listen without interrupting. The best way to show empathy is by being fully present. Remember, empathy doesn't mean saying yes to everything. It means understanding the concern, then finding a solution that works for both sides. But don't just rely on words. Nonverbal communication is powerful, too. A smile, a nod, or leaning slightly forward shows that you're engaged. This kind of body language builds trust, which can make even the most difficult conversations smoother. A quote from The Empathy Effect says it best: "Empathy opens doors that logic alone can't." Chapter 2. The Art of Listening. Why clients just want to be heard. Listening is often underrated, yet it's one of the most powerful tools in your entrepreneurial toolkit. Many times, clients just want to feel heard, especially when they are upset. Did you know that 70% of communication is nonverbal? So, when you're not paying attention, you might miss important clues that reveal what's really bothering your client. Active listening means more than nodding along. It means responding with questions that dig deeper into their concerns. For example, ask, "Can you explain what you mean by that?" Or, "What would the ideal solution look like for you?" This shows the client that you care and are invested in solving their problem. Studies from the International Journal of Listening show that clients feel more satisfied when they feel truly listened to, even if the issue isn't immediately resolved. One of the best ways to demonstrate listening is to repeat or paraphrase what the client has said. This technique, called reflective listening, can help clarify misunderstandings and show the client you're paying attention. For example, "I hear you're concerned about the delays. Let's figure out how we can speed things up." A fascinating fact: 60% of business conflicts could be resolved simply by improving communication. So, as an entrepreneur, sharpening your listening skills is not just about resolving conflict. It's a direct path to enhancing your customer satisfaction. Also, avoid distractions during these conversations. Close your email, put your phone down, and give your client your undivided attention. When you listen actively, you're not just resolving their issues, you're building a relationship based on respect and trust. Chapter 3. Mastering the Calm. Keeping cool when clients heat up. It's easy to lose your cool when a client becomes frustrated, but staying calm is key to resolving any situation. The first rule of dealing with difficult clients is, always stay composed. A calm demeanor can de-escalate a tense moment, especially when emotions run high. In fact, studies have shown that people mirror each other's emotions. If you remain calm, chances are the client will follow your lead. A great way to maintain composure is by practicing deep breathing. In moments of stress, try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. This simple practice can help you regain focus and stay relaxed. Another strategy is to mentally detach from the situation. Don't take the client's anger personally. Remember, the client is frustrated with the situation, not with you. When you separate yourself from the problem, it becomes easier to think clearly and find a solution. In fact, studies show that people who practice mindfulness are 30% better at managing stress. So, making mindfulness a regular habit can help you stay calm even when clients are upset. As the well-known author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss once said, "The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your responses." Sometimes, it's also helpful to reframe the situation. Instead of thinking, "This client is impossible," reframe it as, "This is a challenge, and I'm going to find a solution." By viewing the situation as an opportunity to demonstrate your problem-solving skills, you can stay positive. If a client starts raising their voice or becoming hostile, don't raise yours. Keep your tone steady and calm. A study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that individuals who keep their tone controlled in stressful situations are seen as more competent and trustworthy. Lastly, take breaks if needed. If the conversation is getting too heated, it's okay to say, "Let's take a short break and come back to this." This gives both you and the client time to cool off and think things through. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe. There's more coming up in the next chapters that you don't want to miss. Chapter 4. The Golden Rule 2.0. Treating clients how they want to be treated. We all know the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. But when it comes to dealing with difficult clients, this rule needs an upgrade. Instead, think. Treat clients how they want to be treated. Every client is different. One may prefer quick, direct communication, while another might value detailed explanations and a softer approach. According to a study by McKinsey & Company, 70% of customer satisfaction is based on the personalized experience a company provides. This means understanding your client's personality and adjusting your approach accordingly can lead to better outcomes. For example, if a client is very task-oriented and direct, they'll appreciate a no-nonsense approach. On the other hand, a client who values relationships may want a more conversational style. To effectively personalize your communication, pay attention to how clients engage with you. Are they emailing you in a professional tone? Or do they prefer casual phone calls? These clues will tell you a lot about how they like to be treated. If you're unsure, don't hesitate to ask. How do you prefer I keep you updated? Or, what's the best way for us to communicate moving forward? Are simple, but they open the door for your clients to set the tone. The famous author and entrepreneur, Dale Carnegie, once said, "Talk in terms of the other person's interest." By doing so, you're not only respecting their communication style but also creating a deeper connection. Clients appreciate when they feel understood and respected, and when they feel this way, they're more likely to stay loyal to your business. Furthermore, recognizing and adapting to different personality types can help resolve potential conflicts before they start. For example, clients with a Type A personality tend to be very organized and punctual. They may get frustrated if deadlines slip. By understanding this, you can proactively manage expectations and reduce frustration. Tailoring your communication style isn't just nice, it's essential to building lasting relationships. Chapter 5. Setting boundaries without burning bridges in entrepreneurship. It's easy to feel like you have to say yes to every request. But setting boundaries is crucial. The key is doing it professionally without jeopardizing the client relationship. According to a Harvard Business Review article, setting boundaries not only improves personal well-being but also boosts productivity by 23%. Setting clear expectations from the beginning can prevent issues down the road. For instance, if you're working with a client who constantly asks for last-minute changes, establish upfront that there will be an extra charge for urgent requests. Don't be afraid to set those rules. Your time is valuable, and your clients will respect you more for clearly defining your limits. Use I statements to communicate your boundaries, which makes it less likely that clients will feel defensive. For example, instead of saying, "You can't keep doing this," try, "I find that I work best when I can plan ahead, so last-minute requests can disrupt the process." This phrasing shifts the conversation from being a confrontation to a personal preference. A study in the Journal of Consumer Research suggests that when businesses fail to set clear boundaries, customers often feel entitled to ask for more, which can lead to dissatisfaction for both parties. By being upfront, you prevent unnecessary stress and frustration for both you and your clients. Setting boundaries doesn't just protect your time, it also protects your mental health. The American Psychological Association found that 72% of entrepreneurs experience burnout from overcommitting. So, by protecting your time and energy, you're ensuring that you stay sharp and productive. Of course, there will be times when you need to say no to a request, and that's okay. Do it politely, and always offer alternatives. Saying no isn't about rejecting the client, it's about protecting the quality of your work. You might say, while I can't accommodate that change within the current scope, I can offer a revised proposal for you. And don't be afraid to enforce your boundaries, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Over time, your clients will learn to respect your limits, and you'll be able to avoid burnout. It's all about striking the right balance between providing excellent service and maintaining your own well-being. Chapter 6. When to let go. Knowing when a client isn't right for you. Not every client is a perfect fit for your business, and that's okay. Knowing when to part ways with a client is an essential skill for any entrepreneur. A study from Inc. magazine found that 42% of small business owners have let a client go at some point because the relationship wasn't beneficial. This doesn't mean you failed, it means you're putting your business's needs first. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, a client simply isn't going to be satisfied. It could be that their expectations are unrealistic or that they don't align with your business values. In these cases, continuing the relationship could damage your reputation and mental health. If a client is constantly negative, unreasonable, or is draining your resources without delivering the expected results, it might be time to move on. It's difficult to let go, especially if you rely on the income, but there's an important lesson here. Toxic clients can cost you more than just money. According to Forbes, it's often more expensive to retain a difficult client than to find a new one. The time, effort, and emotional energy spent managing a problematic client could be better invested in clients who value your work. When you decide to part ways, do it with respect. Be honest but tactful. You could say, I believe we may not be the best fit to work together on this project, and I think it might be best for both of us to move in different directions. Always keep the door open for future collaborations, but don't feel obligated to continue a relationship that isn't serving you. Additionally, if a client has been consistently difficult, ask yourself if there's something in your business practices that needs to be adjusted. For example, maybe you haven't been clear enough about your services, timelines, or expectations. Sometimes, learning from the situation can help you improve for future client relationships. Letting go of a client can be freeing. As business coach Marie Forleo says, the only way to grow is by shedding the things that don't serve you. Trust that by letting go of a client who isn't a good fit, you're making space for the right ones. And when you do find those clients, your business will be stronger and more aligned with your values. In conclusion, knowing when to walk away is a sign of strength, not failure. It allows you to focus your energy on the clients who appreciate what you bring to the table and are aligned with your business goals. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips and strategies to take your business to the next level.